Hello and welcome back to Women's Football Talk, the YouTube channel that brings you all the latest news and stories from around the world of women's football. Now, this is videos a day later just because the Bristol City Reading game was played yesterday on Monday evening, and wow, what a game it was. End to end all the way through, and it was Bristol City that ended up winning 3-2 thanks to goals from Charlie Wellings, Gemma Perryfield and Ebony Salmon with the winner in the 79th minute, whilst Emma Harries and Rachel Rowe ended up scoring for Reading, and Rachel Rowe got sent off in stoppage time after a foul on Gemma Evans. So it's a massive result at the bottom of the WSL table for Bristol City, a win that sees them move off the foot of the table and overtake West Ham, having played a game more than the Hammers. Elsewhere in the WSL this weekend, Manchester United beat Aston Villa in the early kick-off on Sunday with goals from Katie Zellum, Jess Sigsworth and Kirsty Hansen to get Casey Stoney's side back to winning ways. Very comfortable win for them in the end. Dominated the whole game and thoroughly deserved the 3 points. Then Manchester City left it late to beat Everton 1-0 thanks to a beautiful strike from Kira Walsh. 9 minutes from time, ball falls to her and she absolutely just strikes it into the net. Nothing Sandy McGeever could do in nets for Willie Kirk's side. Brighton and Hove Albion beat Tottenham Hotspur 2-0 with an Anessa Cargman brace in the second half. 10 minutes apart either goals, and again 2 world-class goals from Cargman to give Brighton the 3 points. Arsenal beat Birmingham City 4-0. The GIS game was played at St George's Park due to the pitch at Dampson Park, where Birmingham City usually play their games, not being up to standards, with Caitlin Ford brace, an excellent goal again from Vivianne Miedema, who broke her duck against Birmingham City. She has scored past them in Conti Cup form, but this is the first time she scored past them in the league, so it now means she only hasn't scored against Manchester United in the league. And Lisa Evans with a goal in stoppage time to seal the 3 points for Joe Montemurro's side. And the final game saw Chelsea beat West Ham United 2-0 thanks to Sam Kerr and Beth England scoring the goals for Emma Hayes' side. So the table has stayed the same apart from Bristol City beating West Ham in the result, which we Bristol City winning against Reading in the game we just talked about. Now, elsewhere in the world of women's football, in the Frauen Eredivisie, Ajax and Heerenveen played out a 1-1 draw with Marjolein van den Beugelaar scoring for Ajax, with Kristen van der Vestegen scoring for Heerenveen. Table hasn't changed at all. Ajax remain atop, but only a point ahead of PSV, who beat PEC Zwolle 1-0 thanks to a Romy Luchtere goal in the 57th minute against Zwolle, who remain in 6th place in Eredivisie. Den Hagen FC 20 played out a 0-0 game. Both teams remain in 3rd and 4th place in the league. And then the final game saw Excelsior Barendrecht lose 3-0 to VV Alkmaar. Charlotte Holst scoring a brace and Ilvi Zip scoring the winner in the 94th minute. However, Excelsior played the majority of the game with 10 players after Frederik Nuland was sent off after 23 minutes. Over in the Bundesliga now, Leverkusen beat Turbine Potsdam 4-2. Milena Nikolic scoring a hat-trick in the second half after Henriette Cizia scored the opener for Leverkusen, and Gina Maria Szymlinski and Margareta Mejash scored for Turbine Potsdam. Elsewhere, SGS Essen beat Werder Bremen 2-1 with Loretta Almazi and Manu Wilde scoring the goals for Essen, whilst Nina Lucerne scored for Bremen in the fight at the bottom of the table. Wolfsburg kept the pressure on Bayern Munich by winning 4-0. Rebecca Blomqvist, Alex Pop, Dominic Janssen and Uwe Puyol with the goals for Wolfsburg. Hoffenheim beat Frankfurt 2-0. Katharina Alisa Nanschweng and Nicola Biller scoring the goals for Hoffenheim. Nicola Biller is having an excellent season, sees Hoffenheim stay in 3rd whilst Frankfurt are down in 7th. And league leaders Bayern Munich continued their impressive war form and remain undefeated in the league after beating Freiburg 5-1. Chiara Buell scoring a brace, Leah Schuler, Linda Dahlmann and Vivianne Essay with the goals for Bayern Munich, whilst Jana Vujokovic scored a 83rd minute penalty for Freiburg. And over in France, we said there wasn't many games this past weekend. Fleury 91 beat Le Havre 1-0 thanks to a Michel de Jong goal. Bordeaux beat Dijon 2-0. Vanessa Gilles and Katia Snuish with the goals for Bordeaux, and Paris FC beat Stade Rennes 4-1 with Linda Solstrom, Guy Tantini, Camille Catalala and Evelyn Veens with the goals for Paris, whilst Rachel Corbos scored for Rennes. So there hasn't seen any change to the Ligue 1 table, with PSG and Lyon still leading the way. Now there was a big weekend over in Italy, with games happening again throughout the weekend. On Saturday, Hellas Verona won 1-0 against Roma, with Sarah Miller with the goal. Florentina and San Marino played out a 0-0 draw. Inter Milan and Napoli played out a 0-0 draw. Juventus beat AC Milan 4-0. Barbara Bonaccia, Lina Hertig, Andrea Stashkova and Ariana Caruso scoring the goals for Juventus in the big game of the weekend in Italy. Empoli beat Bari 3-1. Chantal Dompig, Angela Coyola and Norma Ginotti with the goals, and Elisa Caravetta scored the consolation goal for Bari. And Sassuolo beat Fiorentina 1-0 with Michele Gambiaggi scoring the goal there. So that table sees Juventus remain atop of the table, with Milan in second place. We also have the second legs of the UEFA Women's Champions League to look forward to. Paris Saint-Germain and Sparta Prague play their first leg today at 3 o'clock, and then on Wednesday we have the second legs for the remaining games. Atletico Madrid play Chelsea at 12:30. At 12:55 it's Brøndby versus Lyon. At 1 o'clock it's LSK versus Wolfsburg. At 2:55 Fortuna Hjørring play Barcelona. At 5:15 Bayern Munich play BIK Kasjugert. St. Paulson play Rosengård at 7:30. And then on Thursday, Fiorentina host Manchester City at 1 o'clock, and the 17th of March sees the second leg between Sparta Praha and Paris Saint-Germain at 1:30. Bearing in mind all these times are UK based. Now, according to reports in Sky Sports today or yesterday, they said England interim manager Hege Reisa is set to be named the Team G boss heading into the Olympics for the football this year, which is an interesting job. She's only done the one game in charge of England, 6-0 win against Northern Ireland, but you can't complain there. And the North London derby between Arsenal and Tottenham has been announced that will be played on the 27th of March at 3:30 kickoff at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So it is some great news there. And yesterday was International Women's Day, and it was so great to see so much support for the women's game all across the world and women in general. So definitely power to that movement, and let's keep it going. Right, that's it for today. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Check out another video if you have missed out any before. Follow us on Twitter. Our handles in the description box, or you can click on the link on our YouTube channel page. And until later on this week, when we'll be previewing the weekend's fixtures and looking back, then we'll see you soon.